Welcome back to Noun O'Clock live to Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We are watching the end of the auction for Noun 1332. This noun, it's basically Chicken Little. We didn't pick this one yesterday. It did get settled pretty much immediately after starting FOMO yesterday, but that's all right. It's still a pretty fantastic noun. It's currently sitting at 2.13 ETH, coming in from 0x2907. If you are watching along on the stream and you want to watch the end of the auction with us, you can go to nounoclock.live or nomo.wtf. Nounoclock.live or nomo.wtf. They'll both take you to the same place. Right here, while you're at it, you've got 3 minutes left to pick up Nomo noun number 1332. This oyster head, which is 0.00069 ETH. That is 255 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, we've got 3 minutes left on the Collective Noun auction as well. Collective Noun number 405. Base Friends is in the lead with the 0.022 bid on this minty mocha pot. So yellowcollective.xyz, if you want to hop in at the last second there, 0.22 is the bid to beat for this noun. But the nouns auction is going to end a little bit before then. So we are going to see what we will see on this in just 2 minutes. I'm very tired, and I don't know why. I mean, it could be because it's 1 a.m. That could be a contributing factor. Just maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Might actually
Yeah,
sleep.
I'm there with you.
Today was tiring, right? Like, I don't know why. It just felt... It wasn't tiring because of, like, anything happening. It was just sort of a draining day. Mercury's in the microwave or something. I don't know.
You should probably take it out of there. It's not good.
Anyway, nobody's gonna get that. If anybody does get it, let me know. We can be friends. 1 minute left on the auction. 2.13. Are we going to be seeing... Is that going to be the highest bid, or do we think we're going to be seeing one more?
Might be it. Oh, no.
Never mind. 2.18 coming in from 0x24B5.
Just gotta wait till the last second.
Hey, listen, if we can't draw the auction out with FOMO, then drawing it out with a bidding war is A-okay with me. I'm already at the point where I want to push through to the morning.
Yeah, it's 6:08 here, so a success. Also,
Yeah, much
Mercury
nicer.
is microwaving until the 15th of December.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was doing a
Be a high
bit.
electric bill.
I didn't know. That's funny. I genuinely, I didn't know that. The only reason I pay attention to that shit on any level is because when I was working in IT, genuinely, for anybody who hasn't figured it out by now, we're talking about Mercury retrograde. It's when Mercury looks like it's moving backwards. It isn't. It's just an optical illusion because of the way that our orbits sync up. But a lot of people, deeply superstitious people, think that when Mercury looks like it's moving backwards, that is like bad luck, essentially. And people believe in it so strongly that when I was working in IT, people would deliberately delay fixing tech problems until after Mercury retrograde was over. So unless it was something that they needed to fix immediately, I would go over there and be like, okay, well, this is the quick fix and this is the permanent solution. And they're like, okay, let's do the quick fix now. And then can you do the permanent solution after the 17th or whatever? And I was like, Yeah, or I can just do the permanent solution now with like 20 extra minutes. And they're like, no, it's going to break before then anyway. And I was like, oh, but that was why. Bear in mind, these are people with more money than God.
There's also retro shade.
Should I ask?
It's like a wave breaking on the beach and then receding. Retrograde is the breaking, the receding is shade.
And here I thought that was just how waves work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can't have waves without a celestial influence.
You know what? That is entirely true, except for when it's not.
Right. When Neil deGrasse says we're rotating into a bubble instead of waves actually being waves or tide, and he describes how tides work. I think he's a prick, but
Yeah, he is.
oh, devil duck.
I've met the man. He's absolutely a prick.
Yeah.
Genius, but uh,
With someone else's info.
anyway. A minute and 30 seconds left, 2.18, still the top bid. I take it you're looking at FOMO right now.
No,
Oh, well, when you
I'm
said
trying
double
to.
duck, I assumed.
Oh yeah, just the new device doesn't have Discord on it, so I can't share it. But yes, I was.
Hmm. Well, while we are sitting around for this last minute, actually, that's not enough time. I was gonna share some of the news that we have today, particularly from the Nouns Deli, but we can tackle that in a bit because there is less than a minute left on this timer. Nounoclock.live, nomo.wtf. That's NOMO.WTF. And it looks like this auction is going to be wrapping up pretty soon. We don't get another bid in the next 30 seconds. This theme is so much more high energy than my brain is right now. And it's now too late for another bid to come in. 9o'clock.live, nomo.wtf. We're going to see what we get for the next noun in this little game because it is. Time for janky FOMO. You know the drill. Thumbs up the nouns you like, thumbs down the nouns you don't. If we see enough thumbs upses in the first couple seconds of a noun being on the screen, then I will spam click the settle button, and then that'll be our the noun that's on auction for the next 24 hours. It'll be a great time. Not a fan of this Illuminati cassette player. That's not my favorite.
Yeah. Or the chef.
Yeah, me.
But I did pin up top the 101 Gremlin. Psych.
Oh, that is so sick.
Yeah, I saw. Somebody will be getting it soon.
Wow, 5 no votes on this.
Yes. Oh,
Yep.
And,
Well,
but it looks like
other.
we wound up getting it anyway. And now it's time for Nomo nouns. If you're not there already, 9o'clock.live, nomo.wtf. You're going to see all of these nouns arrayed before you. You're going to pick your favorite from among them.
Choose your character.
Spam click it with all your might every 10 seconds. Half of them are eliminated until we're left with just one. That's going to be the Nomo noun of the day. Also, make sure you've signed in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. That's very important. Sign in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. There's a couple of good ones in here. I really like that maze.
Zebra Dow.
the
There's the double
zebras.
duck. on a yellow background.
The Trogdor Flamingo is pretty fun too. The watch with the red shirt is a very TNS noun. Well, whatever you pick it soon, because we're playing the feud. Let's go! I'll save the TNS noun for now. I don't actually want it, but might as well. Ooh, this would match the actual noun.
Gross spit tuba. Maze.
Okay. We've got a maze suit, a sick tuba, Trogdor Flamingo, which looks like that's going to be leaving us, and Sky Trash, which is a
Another
terrifying
noun for
concept.
Nami.
Maze Suit versus Sky Trash. Who will win? Who will lose? 3, 2, 1, fight!
Maze.
Maze wins. Fatality.
That was a absolute blowout in terms of points. Nomo noun number 1333. This maze that we got today for just 0.00069 ETH, it can be yours for the next 24 hours. That's 255 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes entirely to funding artists on chain, the Nouniverse, and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, congratulations to basefriends.eth for picking up collective noun number 405. Collective noun number 405. I'm going to go ahead and settle this auction and see what we get for collective noun number 406. Oh, that is... I didn't even have time to hit the the drum roll. It loaded so fast. Collective noun number 406 is a scarecrow noun. It is absolutely gorgeous on a yellow background with that... What is that accessory called? Ice? Frozen? Something. That blue gradient accessory. It is fantastic. I love this head so much. The scarecrow head. So good. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna bid on this. Or maybe I won't. All right. Well, my wallet's doing weird things. Oh, because I moved everything to mainnet so I could settle. I need to move things back to base. Never mind. Well, Twister beat me to it. Twister.knuckles or the minimum bid on that. If you want to pick up this collective noun number 406, that is on auction for the next 24 hours. The Yellow Collective, like I said, is a non-chain club devoted entirely to supporting artists in the Nouniverse and beyond. And when I say devoted entirely, I do mean it. We commission artists for our Based in Yellow editions and then do a revenue share with them when we sell that art that they make for us. So they make their full commission price as well as the revenue share. I think one of those is finishing up imminently if it hasn't already. The mint with Yuyari Kuna Films and Lopez Angulo did this brilliant little parrot stop motion, not parrot, toucan stop motion animation. You can see it's late. Papercraft. So cut all of the paper pieces out on a Cricut and then move them around by hand, stop motion animation, photograph style. It's really nice. And I think that is wrapping up today, I think, if it hasn't already. And that is over on our Coinbase wallet if you want to check that out. We've also recently commissioned a yellow EP, and that was the first project that we had going on DAO rails. So it is technically a builder DAO. It is more apt to call it an on-chain club because most of the treasury management, it is sufficiently decentralized. We vote on the important things over on Warpcast, but mostly it's just, commissioning artists directly. Um, so that was the first that was on DAO rails. Funded Leo Pastel to make a yellow themed EP, picking a bunch of traits. I think 5 head traits that he's basing songs around. So that recording session was recently. Apparently, it was fantastic. So we're going to be seeing that pretty soon. I think. And we're constantly doing stuff like that. So great community on Warpcast as well. If all that sounds interesting to you, check it out at yellowcollective.xyz. You can see more about it by scrolling down here. With that done, this is what I was going to talk about earlier. Better Between Bread, episode 1 is out now. If you don't know about this, the Nouns Deli, 87 Bones, they had announced this a while ago. It is essentially this is just episode 1. It's going to be an entire series of basically how to make the food at the deli. And I'm very excited to try this out. I haven't watched this one yet because I was ironically too busy cooking when it came out. But and it walks you through the sauce. It walks you through how they grill the patty. It's everything. So just a minute-long video over on Zora, and you can check it out. 87 Bones posted it on Warpcast, ready to go for you to mint. I don't know how many episodes there are going to be of this. The Nouns Deli media team is fantastic. We've shared some things that they've done before. There was a video that we shared live on this show, actually, was its premiere, when they went and cooked for Ronald McDonald House on, I forget what day it is, I think, off the top of my head, but yeah, it was really, really cool. So go check that out. Seriously, the Nouns Deli does some incredible stuff, and this is, I have no doubt, going to be added to that number. So yeah. Other than that, and the only thing that we've really got going to talk about is proposals. There wasn't a whole lot of activity today that I saw. I am more than happy to be proven wrong. But yeah, not a whole lot going on. I think a lot of people were, at least stateside, people are recovering from the holiday, and yeah. But as for proposals, might as well take a look at those. The Rosewood Cyan Noggles end in 3 days. Currently sitting at 5 to 13 against. Fund USDC buyer contract, 13-0. Have no reason to think that will pass. The client ID A Nouns was canceled. Flows is coming up in just 7 hours. I can't wait to talk more about that. Trying to see if Rocketman is available to come talk about that on the show. Probably not tomorrow's show, but the one after that, since we do try to keep it light on weekends. Same with the new Nouns esports props and the resubmission to Noun Sense. Those are both going to be coming up on next week's shows. We're in sort of a weird time right now in terms of scheduling that, but we will try. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with flows. I'm undecided on that proposal, but I want some form of this to go through because I do really like that platform. I think it's really compelling, and I want to see more of that in particular. This funding method, even if not from this prop specifically. Yeah. That's all the proposals. What else has been going on? Symbiotech, how have you been doing? You're doing things.
Yes. Enjoying Lisbon. putting in my steps, hanging out with the Atlantic, all good things. I
That's so
recommend
incredibly specific.
I recommend Europe. Well, I was
I
hoping for some
that's I'm gonna
yellow.
we're gonna put that on the that's gonna be up on all of your socials. Just that's gonna be your banner. Just I recommend Europe in
I
quotes.
recommend Europe. Yeah, you can just bop around all you like. I was hoping for some yellow noggle stickers to cover all the Ape Fest stickers that I've encountered. I guess I went to a location where they held the bulk of their party called the LX Factory, which is kind of a stroll of restaurants and retail. The Yeah, I came across quite a few mutant stickers, so I was hoping to have some slaps here to proliferate, but I'll have to find a printer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be hard to print out.
Yeah,
You've got all the files for it too. So, or if you don't, we can fix that in 30 seconds. I have all the files for them.
how do you say wrong yellow in Portuguese is the question. I'm
I
terrible. I didn't even realize there was a Brazilian and uh,
y-
European Portuguese.
you didn't
So
know the difference.
no, I had no idea. I was learning Brazilian Portuguese, so I get some of it and not most of it.
I
I'm
mean,
good with intonation, but man, to me it sounds like Russian.
it I did have a similar experience the first time I heard somebody speak Spanish who was from Spain. I was just listening
Yes.
to them talk and I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Cuz
It's like
like
speed running. Yeah.
yeah, cuz like my birth family is Mexican and my adopted dad learned Spanish in Peru. So between those two, like that's sort of where my brain works.
Hmm.
And then I heard Spain Spanish and I was like, "What?"
It's a rapid fire.
I'm getting like, no, that wasn't even the problem because Peruvian Spanish is rapid fire as well. That I can handle. Partially it was the lisp, and partially it was the vernacular. Is just it's a lot like British English versus American English, where it's like they are understandable, but the slang is completely different. So in a casual
Hmm.
conversation, you can be listening going, "What? What? I don't huh?" And that's what it was. I was
Yeah,
listening and I was like, "I'm getting every fifth word."
exactly.
Which was unusual. It's unusual for me for that to happen with a language that I would otherwise understand. Like I do not speak Spanish, but I've spent so much time around it that I don't really have to think to understand it.
Well, they
Um
appreciate your attempt at trying to order food and like pay you lip service and then say, "Oh, English." Yeah. But if you make the effort,
yeah.
they're usually pretty kind. They're nice people. Rather short though. Of the
Portuguese
population here.
confuses me because I every time I've tried to learn it, it's felt like I was speaking Spanish with a French accent,
Right.
which just I the wires in my brain, like I've got Italian and I've got French and I've got a decent command of Spanish and I for some reason every time I try to do Portuguese it just everything jumbles.
I'll,
Put
I'll
some
stick
singing in
around
it,
and
then it's fine.
continue to work on it. That's all I can say.
I believe in
I
you.
gotta I gotta come back after 88 days and or make an attempt at getting an extension, like a proper visa, because you can just land here and be present for 90 days. And I could typically just go to another country for another 90 days, which is, very short trip. So
I believe in you. We're gonna get we're gonna get Symbiotex polyglot art. I'm excited.
right? Yeah, I am a network state. Me
Look
and
at
my
me. I
suitcase.
am the network state now. I,
You put it down on its side and stand on it, and you've got a network state of one.
no, you don't even need to do that much. Network states don't have to have a physical form. It's fine.
Yeah,
Your network state
just so
can be
long
the
as they have a
mind,
Duna.
bro.
Yeah. How's that coming along, by the way? I've not checked in on the Duna.
I don't fucking know. Brett, you were at the Nouncil call. You would know more about this than
Yeah,
me.
there's some stuff in Nouncil, 4156 posted the draft of the bylaws, and he was talking about it on the Nouncil call yesterday. It should be on the recorded post. In there, they started about an hour in.
So get
Sounds
caught
fun.
up in while doing my steps. There's a lot of hills here in Lisbon. Yeah, it's old.
I did how I don't know if I can really comprehend the scale of age in Europe. My brain doesn't want to. Cuz like
It's
I uh,
slightly grimy because they can't pressure wash. Because everything would just fall down. And they
yeah.
keep facades everywhere they go. Like you can't build without keeping the original look of the street. So there's a lot of sort of thin false walls on newer builds
Huh. Interesting.
that they don't believe in demolition here.
I mean, it's a hell of a way to maintain history.
Hmm.
You know, I can go and find the ancestral homes of my people, but we were, you know, nomadic. So it's like, oh, welcome to where my people lived for millennia, and it's just a big empty desert. Like,
Yeah, well, I've done a couple hour drives, and it's a completely different scene. It's really easy to get to places. Being on the West Coast, 3 hours to Seattle was like a hiccup. 7 hours of travel to go spend 2 hours in a city to have a meal and retail or something. Here, I go from Lisbon to Nazaré, and you get a little oceanside town with a giant wave, and then a couple hours inland, you got wine country that basically saved all of the European wines because the vines survived when all the rest died.
huh?
Pretty crazy. I'm having a good time.
Sounds like it. Well, I can't wait to hear more about what's going on over there as things progress. Um, and by the end of the 90 days, you're gonna have to just start speaking in Portuguese. I don't make the rules. I think in order to renew your visa, that is a requirement.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good
I'll
luck.
learn no English or no Portuguese. I can't speak Portuguese. Where's the bathroom? And
Well,
they don't flip the bird here. They give you the hand. It's like kind of Italian without the pinch. It's an open hand.
uh, interesting.
Mhm. That's in traffic.
I see.
I
I
also
don't
see
know
that
anything about
Heinz
traffic
pushed
because
out a
I'm too gay
mustard.
to drive.
Heinz pushed out a mustard ad. I'm a few days late on that, but it's
Watch.
just mustard. It says mustard and mustard with a lot of A's, and then bottle of
Oh, so it doesn't just say
Heinz
mustard.
mustard.
It specifically
It
says.
Exactly.
I
And
will
then it
use
says you
every
rang.
opportunity to hit that button.
I knew it was coming and turned the volume way down.
Is it loud? I'm sorry. I could turn it down.
No, I turned it up. Love it.
Well, Cynthia's waking up for the day. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Well, you're also you.
That's true. If I wanted to wake up for the day, I could play like
All my fellas.
but
Exactly. That's all I need. Just a little taste.
just that much. Just like
All my fellas.
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, that could be the exit music. You
that
can
would
go to
keep me
sleep
awake.
and I can
I'm
go
not
make coffee.
I'm not doing that. I'll find a happy middle ground. But I do think that we are probably going to rug this pretty soon. It's a weekend show technically. It's a Saturday morning. For me anyway. So I think we're probably going to call it pretty soon. Not a whole lot of news going on, but there's promises to be more imminently, so I'm sure we'll be talking about that more in the immediate future.
Dropping alpha to people in the know.
What?
Yes. Said dropping alpha to people in the know about what's pending.
Yee.
If you're listening back, get excited.
I don't think I have enough brains to understand what you just said.
We
That's
have a
okay.
secret.
Oh, yes. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that cryptic note, thanks everybody for coming to Noun O'Clock Live at the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're going to be back here once again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Going to be at about 1:05 a.m. EST, maybe closer to 1:10 a.m. EST. We moved about 10 minutes today. That's pretty respectable. We can see who picks up this very 70s looking chat bubble. I actually really like this now. I would have been a thumbs up on it if I wasn't hovering over the settle button, so I'm a fan of this one. But if you want to check it out, nounclock.live or nomo.wtf, you can also pick up Nomo Now number 1333, this maze that we got yesterday. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain, the Nouniverse, and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, Civiotech currently in the lead. 0.011 bid, collective now number 406 on this Scarecrow. The reason I'm playing this music, and it's this collective now. So, if you want to check that out, yellowcollective.xyz for all the information you could possibly need on that. Otherwise, we have got the Based in Yellow edition pinned to the space. If you want to check that out later. And otherwise, go check out the Nouns props. And we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for coming.